Hi everyone. Our next topic is encryption and decryption. So, we'll see what is encryption and decryption. Encryption is a process of coding information which could either be a file or mail message in ciphertext, a form unreadable without a decoding key to avoid anyone except the intended recipient from reading that data. To encode plain text, an encryption key is needed to execute an encryption technique onto the data. So we know that some people they will do like they want to send some message to another person, but the thing is that only that person should understood that what he had sent, and nobody in between. If they read that message also, they should not understand what the sender wants to tell to the receiver. So for that reason, what they will do, they will make into some codes or or images, something like that, like in a like cryptography. So the method of hiding something, so they will hide some message in some letters or in some message like in images or something like that. So only the receiver can read that message. So for that, they will use some kind of keys, like only the sender and receiver must be knowing, or they can only read that one. So this key is called encryption key, and the method of hiding something or encoding some information into it in some like in a message is called encryption. So next is decryption. So the person encrypted some message in some code form or in some images or something like that, and using some encryption keys. So the message is safe in that code. And when he send this message to the receiver, so the receiver wants to read it. So he has to decode that one, the encoded data. The receiver want to decode. So that process of decoding is called as decryption. So then all, if the person decrypt the code, then only he can read what the sender has sent to him. So decryption is the reverse process of converting encoded data to its usual unencoded form, plain text. So when the sender encrypted the plain text, the normal plain text, he using some encryption key, he encoded something messages into that. So that test is called cipher test, and this cipher test will reach to the receiver. So when he applies some key, or when he uses some key to open it or to decode it, then this cipher test again it will turn to plain text, and this plain text the receiver can read. So when an operator encrypts a file, another operator cannot decipher and read the file without the decryption key. So if the sender has encrypted some messages using an encrypted key in a file, then if when one person wants to read that message, only if there is there is like description key. So a decryption key is needed for decrypting the message. I will show you. This is the encryption. So here a plain text, a normal text is there. So the user, what he is doing is that, for example, here deal between SW included and Danner in likely to succeed soon, buy stocks quickly. So this is the message. So what the sender want is that only the receiver should read the message. So he uses a key for that, and he encrypted this message into a code language. So this is cipher test. Then it is sent to the receiver. Then the person who wants to read this message, this code language, he has to decrypt it. So using a key, decryption key, he has to decrypt this one, decode this one, and then he can read the whole message. So this is the process of encryption and decryption. There will be a plain text, then the encryption, the sender encrypt this using an encryption key, so it will become a cipher text. Then using an this decryption key, then only the receiver can read this message. So the key is this encryption and decryption key is very important in decoding and encoding. So this is the method of encryption and decryption. So next is why use encryption and decryption. So it helps, why we are using encryption and decryption. So it helps you to protect your confidential data such as passwords and login ID. So if you want to protect our data, so nobody could read that, only the person whom we want to read, then they only can read that data. And in like in terrorist and all, they used to send all the messages using these kind of secret messages or these kind of code languages, so that the only that person and the receiving person will know that what is the message. Then it provides confidentiality of private information. Then it helps you to ensure that the document or file has not been altered. Then encryption process also prevents plagiarism and protects IP, so nobody can copy that one. So it is helpful for networking, for communication like the internet, and where a hacker can easily access unencrypted data. So if somebody is in between, like if a hacker wants to hack the information, if we are using this encryption and decryption method, nobody can hack that information until or unless he has the encryption and decryption key. Then it is essential method as it helps you to securely protect data that you don't want anyone else to have access. So these are the uses of encryption and decryption. Then we told that we need keys to decode and encode. So there are 5 types of keys for this decoding and encoding. First one is symmetric key. So symmetric key encryption are algorithms which use the same cryptographic keys for both encryption of plain text and decryption of ciphertext. And I will show you. So here symmetric encryption, here the original text is there, and using a key, that is this yellow color, the same key, see this is the secret key, the person encrypted the data, encoded the data, and it made it into ciphertext. So using this same key only, they are decrypting the data, and to make it is original text. So the same key is used for both encryption and decryption. So this is symmetric encryption. Then asymmetric encryption uses two pairs of keys for encryption. Public key is available to anyone, while the secret key is only made available to the receiver of the message. This boosts security. So here in asymmetric encryption, there are two keys. One is a secret key and one is a public key. So for encryption, any key they can use, and they made that into ciphertext. And this decryption, there should be a secret key only the receiver knows. So he can use this secret key to decrypt the ciphertext to plain text, and he can read this message. So this is asymmetric. Here the two different keys are used. One is public key and one is a private secret key. Asymmetric encryption, the key both are same, like the only the receiver knows the key, only the sender and receiver know the key, and both will be having same key for decrypting and encrypting. This is about asymmetric key and symmetric key. Then next one is public key. So public key cryptography is an encryption system which is based on two pairs of keys, and public key are used to encrypt messages for a receiver. Here for encryption they will use public key, that anyone knows the key, and public key are used to encrypt messages for a receiver. For encryption they will use public key, so anyone, like all can access that one. Then private key may be a part of a public or private asymmetric key pair. It can be used in asymmetric encryption, as you can use the same key to encrypt and decrypt data. So here public key means a public key is used, the recipient's public key encrypts the messages. So any public key is used as encryption. So encrypted to ciphertext, and the recipient's private key decrypt the message. Here private key is used for receiving the or decrypting the message. So public key cryptography means public key is used for encryption. Private key means maybe this is a symmetric or asymmetric. So here the plain text they uses shared secret key, that is private key, only the recipient and sender knows that one. So they use this private key to encrypt and decrypt the data. Then pre-shared key. In cryptography, a pre-shared key or PSK is a shared secret which was earlier shared between the two parties using a secure channel before it is used. So this is about pre-shared key. So this is a shared secret which was earlier shared between the two parties. So these are the types of key: symmetric key, asymmetric key, and public key, private key, and pre-shared key. So here the key is that key is like replace every letter with third successive letter. This is the key. So here the code is I, J, K, then A, B, C, then S, T, U. So he has to replace every letter with a third successive letter. So 1, 2, 3. Third successive letter K. K is after K, I. Third successive letter I. Then A, B, C. So this is A. After C, here is A. So A. Then S, T, U, U. So S, like that. So like that the cipher test is K, N, Q, Y, G, C, R, R, and G, U. So this is the cipher test. So like this key will be there, and while applying this key, this key we will get the answer. I love apples. This is the answer, answer. So here K, after K what they will write? I. Like that we can write every letter and then we can find out the answer. So this is for your additional information like classification of encryption and decryption technique. So there we are classified this encryption and decryption technique into two: asymmetric encryption decryption technique and symmetric encryption decryption technique. So there are two types we can classify: asymmetric and symmetric. Then in symmetric class encryption decryption techniques, there are so many techniques like AES encryption technique, blowfish, then cast, data encryption standards, then IDEA encryption technique, RC2, RC4, RC6, then seed, then serpent, T, triple DES, two fish. So these are some of the symmetric encryption techniques. So you can read this also, like AES. What is AES encryption technique? This is stands for Advanced Encryption Standard, and it's a symmetric key encryption method, and like it uses three key sizes like 128, 192, or 256 bit encryption key, and each encryption key size makes the technique to act to some extent in a different way. Then blowfish is a symmetric encryption technique, and it is done by Bruce Schneier as an encryption technique. So this has 64-bit block, then 32 bits to 448 bits are also available, adjustable, and this method has been confirmed to be extremely unaffected against various attacks like differential and linear cryptanalysis. Then CAST stands for Carlisle, Adams, and Stafford Towers, and the inventors of CAST. Then this is also 64-bit block cipher, and next is data encryption standard DES. It's an 64 block size by 56-bit key. So this all you can read. Then IDEA stands for International Data Encryption Technique. Then it uses 128-bit key. Then RC2 is a variable key length cipher, and RC4 it's variable key size stream cipher, and it's a cryptograph with a key size of up to 2048 bytes. Then RC6, and it's a resultant from RC5. Then seed, this is a block cipher, and seed size is 128 bits. Serpent is more rapid and reasonably secure block cipher, and it has diverse combination of key lengths. And T, tiny encryption technique, it's very fast and reasonable secure cipher, and T is given in 16 and 32 round versions. And triple DES is a variation of data encryption standard, and it uses 64-bit key compressing of 56 actual key bytes. Then Twofish, this is an like a National Institute of Standards and Technology investigated Twofish as one of the candidates of the replacement of the DES encryption. So these are the symmetric keys, and asymmetric encryption decryption technique. RSA encryption technique is the Diffie-Hellman technique is the digital signature technique, and LGAML and ECDSA and XDR. So these are also some of the techniques. So RSA stands for Reverse Shamir Edelman and is the generally used public key encryption technique. It can be taken both for encoding and for digital signatures. And Diffie-Hellman is the first public key encryption technique, and it permits two operators to interchange a secret key on a unconfident medium. Then digital signature technique, DSA, and next one, LGAML. So LGAML is a public key cipher. Then ESDSA is a variant of digital signature technique which operates on elliptic curve groups. Then XTR is an encryption technique for public key encryption, and it's a novel method that makes use of traces to represent and calculate powers of elements of a subgroup of an finite field. So these are the different types of asymmetric and symmetric encryption decryption techniques. This you just go through, and you have to thorough with other methods, other keys, and what are the methods. These things you have to thorough with. So this is about encryption and decryption. I hope you all understood. Thank you.